Hi everybody, and welcome to the Thescottshow wake-up call. We do this every morning at 8 o'clock on the dot. My phone goes off, actually gives me the weather at 8 o'clock, and then I hit go live. And we are live here on the Thescottshow. We do not tape in any way, shape, or form. Anytime we do a podcast, it is always live here. Unless we change that somewhere down the road, we have not yet. We have 90 hours of used storage for our audio, so if you guys want to check out any of that, there are 10 different channels. You guys can go and check out all of those channels at 102550.net/Thescottshow, and then you'll see all 10 channels. You can click on them and listen to them as they go down. So if you guys missed a show or whatever, you want to listen to a certain thing, go for it and make it happen, folks, because that's what we do here on the Thescottshow. We make things happen. Alright, now, we do our thumbs up, thumbs down every day. We got some shout-outs today. Got some mentions of different things going on. And then, of course, we got our checkiday.com, which we always do every morning. And we are going to checkiday.com. Let's see. Our days for today. We've only got a few. It's Election Day today. We're going to cover that shortly. It's Hug-a-Bear Day. It's Little League Girls Day. It's National Bittersweet Chocolate with Almonds Day. It has to have almonds. If it has pecans, then I'd probably eat it. Almonds I like too. Notary Public Day. No, there you go. Those are awesome days today, including the fact that it is Election Day here in Duluth, Minnesota. In Minneapolis and St. Paul, we got some friends down there. It's Election Day as well. You guys get to rank choice your vote. And in New Jersey and Virginia, it is Election Day for governors. We are national and international at certain points. So to all our international friends, in America, it is Election Day. It's actually on the calendar. Some calendars say that. However, my Minion calendar does not say that, even though it is a cool Minion calendar. There are 4 people on the ballot for at-large city council. 3 of them are good. I'm a little bit discouraged on who I want to vote for because my actual picks, I'm always very thankful for people who knock on my door. And I know that sounds kind of weird. As long as they're not Jehovah's Witnesses, I'm happy that people knock on my door. And actually, I don't mind them either because, they're nice people. Don't try to walk in the house or whatever. I guess people who are on meth wouldn't be fun people to knock on my door, and that's happened. So, that's different. But anyway, getting back to Election Day, 3 people are good. I'm hoping that the candidate who spent way too much on social media, when I don't think the young people get out to vote as much as they should in elections that are not for the president. And I don't get that, but I just always know that my vote counts, and I've seen elections come down to 1 vote, 5 votes. So make sure you get out to vote today. Make sure you vote for the right people. I'm not telling you who to vote for, but there you go. And I'm going to give that big thumbs up to Election Day, and it's going to be a great day. Democracy will win no matter what. However, if the people that you don't like win, well then you ask for a recount, and then you ask for a recount again, and then you wait for them to screw up, because that's what happened one time, and they screwed up. So thumbs up for that too. Thumbs down to Snapchat. Snapchat had some issues yesterday with their computers and servers. They crashed. I immediately went to Twitter after I saw the Snapchat thing didn't work, and it said, everybody else's Snapchat down is like the place to go. I wouldn't want to know what happens if Twitter drops, because then nobody will have a place to go to find out what happened to Twitter on Twitter. Speaking of Twitter, we had our little Twitter-a-thon yesterday. We came out with a lot more people. We are almost at 1,000 followers on the 102550 site, which is awesome. I will give you the actual breakdown of how many people we have following us. On Twitter, it is 999. So if you want to be our 1,000th follower, yes, we are going to break that goal today. I am super excited. Twitter has been nothing but awesome to us. So I want to thank everyone of our 999 followers on Twitter, which is awesome. But thumbs down to Snapchat at the same time. Thumbs up to Dunkin' Donuts. They had an event called Dunkin' Baltimore. I just want to give a big thumbs up to Dunkin' Donuts anyway, because they do have really great coffee, and they do a lot for the community. I appreciate what they do for the community, and I just think they're cool as hell. So, big thumbs up to Dunkin' Donuts. How can you not? Big thumbs down to Sean Puffy Combs, P. Diddy, and now he changed his name again, apparently, to Brother Love. Okay, dude, listen. You got a lot of money. I get that. You know, you can change your name to whatever you want to change your name to. But I would hope that you guys have a good legal team, that you have a good team in particular that would know that Brother Love is a former WWE superstar. I just saying, yeah, do your homework. I don't get it. Maybe your interns didn't do their homework because they were running to New Jersey for a pie. I did see he had a show one time and he made his interns run to Jersey for a pie. I don't get him at all. Big thumbs up to Eat Downtown Week. I'm always super excited when it's Eat Downtown Week. My favorite semi-annual event. I went to Canal Park Brewing Company. I've never walked in there ever. I walked in there, immediately went to the bar, had one of the coolest guys I ever got to meet, Drew, as he was the bartender and took care of me. And I'm just going to lay it all on the line, folks. I had a pear cider, and then I also had chicken and wild rice soup, because you got to have that when you're in Minnesota in November. And then I had a half Cuban sandwich, and the pickles were to die for, and the fries, and it finished it off with a mini Swedish cream. This thing had berries on it, and these berries were so fresh, and oh my god, what a great deal that was, what a great time that was at Canal Park Brewing Company. I will go again. So big thumbs up to Eat Downtown Week. As it continues, this week goes on until I think Saturday. So it's the 6th to the 11th. It goes Monday to Saturday. Eat Downtown Week. $10 lunches, $25 suppers. Great stuff all the way around. And then thumbs down. I'm going to give a thumbs down to lots of things all in one. I'm going to give a thumbs down to the news on the shooting that happened in Texas. I understand that people want to know a little bit about this guy, but they don't. 24/7 news kills everything that has to do with society. I just have that feeling. And I'm cool with 24/7 news if they stick to the news. Once they go and say their little piece of what they think, then it's a problem. I understand about gun control. I think that Congress should move forward a little bit on it, and assault rifles shouldn't be. Whatever the guy used and whatever they're using for assault rifles, they just should not be allowed, period. I don't understand why you would need an assault rifle. I just don't understand that. Then I'm going to, including in these thumbs down, the fact that, yes, I understand that this gentleman might have had beef with his family. I understand that, first of all, they called out mental illness. Mental illness is not a reason to go rampage people just don't give them a freaking gun. I will tell you right now that I do not have a gun in my house, and the reason I don't have a gun in my house is, why would I want one? I'm not going to go shooting anybody or anything, and I don't want to. I don't want to have that as even a remote option if I do go nuts, which this world is kind of making me nuts. So, news on the shooting is simple. These people got shot in a church. We never get to hear their names, or if we do, it's like, here's a name, here's a name, here's a name. By the way, here's the shooter. And they put this guy on a pedestal where we remember the shooters, but we don't remember the victims. And I just get a little irate about that. It's just stupid. Okay, enough of that thumbs down. We don't need to be talking about that anymore. I will never here on the Thescottshow podcast say the name of any idiot who goes out and rampages people and shoots them. I'm not going to, because I don't think that this person deserves to have his name talked about, because he is a loser. And the fact he's a loser is the fact that he went out and killed innocent women, children, and also men. The fact that you would go out there and do that kind of stuff makes you a non-entity in anything that should ever happen ever. And I'm not going to justify that by saying your name on here or saying who you are. We will send out thoughts and prayers to the victims. Hopefully, they get everything that they need, counseling and everything else, and their lives are better from this moment on. But and to the family of the shooter, I hope the same for you. I'm sorry that you have lost a family member and your name, and you're going to have to answer a ton of questions. So there you go. I do want to give a few shout-outs, mentions, all that great stuff. I want to say it's 48 days until Christmas. That's always an important thing. 16 days until Thanksgiving. That's always a fun one. Our good friend here on the Scott Show, Jennifer Malott, is going to have her new single drop on Friday the 10th. She is the Nashville country music star, so check her out. I actually might get it, just because it's awesome. I do want to give a shout out and remember Jennifer at Pavarotti Jewelry, and also Jamie at Sensi, and she had her first party, got lots of stuff. And I also want to give a shout out to Constance from Iowa, who me and her do not disagree on too many things politically, but she stated in a tweet that no veteran deserves to be homeless, and I totally agree with her. So I want to give her a shout out here on the Scott Show. We did a great show yesterday about Iowa. Rave reviews from that. Lots of cool people talking about it. Lots of likes on Twitter. So I'm really pumped up. And I'm moving forward. Loving what I'm doing. And you guys will love what we do next year on the Scott Show podcast. We're going to have lots of fun today. And I'm really excited for it. And I also want to say one last thing, give a big shout out to Dimes for Homeless Vets. I realize that I have a committee here that was a Veterans Issues Committee. And so when we cash in all our change, I'm going to take all the dimes that are in that group and give that right to the Homeless Vets Committee, because I think it's a great idea. So if we're ever out and about and you guys have a dime, well, if you guys want to help end veterans' homelessness, that would be cool. So, Dimes for Homeless Vets, we're going to end up doing that. That's just a new thing that we got going on here. Always fun stuff going on here. We will have the shop up today. T-shirts available by the end of the month, I'm hoping. And we will have other things also. I'm really, really ecstatic about a lot of the things moving forward with 102550. I did register for the Boston Winter Walk, so check that out as I will be promoting that And I will be going to Syracuse in January and Atlanta in February. So those are my first 2 months. And all on the East Coast. And then March I'll be in San Diego, California. So lots of fun stuff going on. Be our 1,000th follower. And I will just jump for joy. So thank you guys so very much for listening to the Thescottshow podcast. As we move forward and we work on ending homelessness and poverty as the 10-25-50 Homeless Project. But we wake up every morning and have this great wake-up call. Give our thumbs up, thumbs down, check iday.com, shout-outs, and mentions about all the really cool things going on, including Eat Downtown Week, second day today. We'll see where I end up. Now, one last thing I want to say is vote, vote, vote early, and I would say often, but you can only vote once. Vote today if you guys are not in an area that has an election. At least get ready and support. Maybe send a little message to your elected officials and say what you want to happen. Or say, today's election day. Everywhere else, I'm glad to have you, or you're an idiot, or whatever you want to say to them, and do that. So that would be awesome. Just get involved, and the way to get involved, 102550.net. You guys have a great day, and we'll catch you real soon here on the Thescottshow podcast. Maestro, kick my music.